If you've ever wondered why animals behave the way they do, Tinbergen's 4 questions are the best ways to explain it. It may sound intimidating, but it's actually a useful way of understanding animal behavior. So in this video, I'm going to explain who Tinbergen was, what his 4 questions are, and why they're important in animal behavior today. So who actually is Tinbergen? Niko Tinbergen was one of the key scientists behind the study of animal behavior, also known as ethology. Rather than just observing animals and saying, "That's interesting," he helped develop a more structured way of understanding behavior. He's best known for creating what we now call Tinbergen's 4 questions, which gave researchers a much clearer framework for studying behavior. Before we get into the 4 questions, we first need to understand that they're divided into 2 categories: proximate and ultimate. Proximate questions focus on how a behavior happens, and ultimate questions focus on why a behavior happens. So we have the questions: causation, ontogeny, function, and evolution. Tinbergen believed that to properly understand a behavior, one explanation on its own is not enough. This led to him breaking behavior into 4 questions, each giving a single piece of the bigger picture. The first one we will look at is causation. Causation looks at the immediate cause of a behavior, so basically what is causing the animal to do the behavior in that moment. This could be something happening inside the body, like hormones, the nervous system, or genes, or it could be something in the environment acting as a trigger. A well-known example of this comes from his work on herring gull chicks. He found that the chicks peck at the red spot on the parent's beak, which acts as a visual stimulus and triggers their begging behavior. In this case, the chick's behavior is caused by an immediate environmental cue. Now causation has been explained, we will next look at the other proximate question, ontogeny. Ontogeny explores how behavior changes and develops throughout an animal's life. It considers the influence of growth, age, genes, learning, experience, and the environment on behavior over time. For example, young rabbits gradually develop survival skills as they grow. As they gain experience, they learn where to forage, when to stay hidden, and how to react to predators. So this question focuses on how behavior is shaped and refined across an animal's lifetime. Now the proximate questions are finished, we will look at the ultimate questions, starting with function. Function looks at the purpose of a behavior and how it helps an animal survive or reproduce. In other words, it asks why the behavior is useful and what advantage it gives the animal. For example, chameleons change color for different reasons, such as communication, camouflage, or regulating body temperature. Blending into their surroundings can help them avoid predators, increasing their chances of survival. Last but not least, we are going to look at the final question: evolution. Evolution looks at how a behavior has developed over many generations, and how it may have been shaped by natural selection. It focuses on the evolutionary history of a behavior, and how it may have helped a species survive and reproduce over time. For example, domesticated dogs have evolved behaviors that make them more social and responsive to humans, compared to their wolf ancestors. Traits such as obedience and communication with people were favored through domestication over many generations. So, evolution explains how behaviors have changed and been passed down throughout a species. Overall, Tinbergen's 4 questions provide a complete way of understanding animal behavior by looking at it from different perspectives. Causation explains what triggers a behavior in the moment. Ontogeny explores how behavior develops throughout life. Function looks at the purpose of the behavior, and evolution examines how it has changed over generations. Together, these 4 approaches help scientists build a deeper understanding of why animals behave the way they do. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future content.